Hey everyone, welcome back to Cat Fiction. I'm your host Subhankar. Army of the Dead by Zack Snyder is a fun spin on the zombie subgenre of movies, and I enjoyed it. A heist at the heart of the zombie territory is so cool. But there is more to these zombies than meets the eye. For instance, these robot or mechanical zombies. Then the alpha zombie dubbed as Zeus and his associates are on a whole other level. But today we are going to look into a wacky theory that had baffled fans. The time loop theory, which suggests that the heist plot or the team is stuck in an infinite time loop. Let me preface this theory with another zany theory. Aliens. It's a potpourri, but although there are a couple of references in the very beginning of the movie, like Area 51 from which the soldiers escort out the container that has the first known infected, which I think is Zeus, then the two soldiers have a conversation about aliens, and not to mention a very minute blink and you miss detail of these two glimmering objects that sweeps off as the convoy leaves. Now about the time loop, and this is only a speculation, there may be multiple timelines which could pen out different combinations of events and consequences. And we start by looking into the dream sequence where Dieter interrupts. That is the ideal timeline where the heist is successful and everyone comes out alive. Also notice these three guns, well they are absent in the current timeline when they open the vault. Also, why would someone leave them there when the place is swarming with zombies? Moving on to another tiny detail, the team also finds an exact copy of the blueprints that lie abandoned in the casino. Could it be that in the previous timelines they could not proceed further from this point? Now let's analyze this scene of Dieter and Mikey Guzman, where they observe that the dead bodies are identical to their own teammates. That's Maria with her key locket, Scott, and Marianne. Then Guzman goes all out meta, suggesting what if they are in an infinite time loop where they die and it all begins again. In the same scene, Dieter also mentions Gertrude, which means catastrophe or disorder, and it's a German translation of Ragnarok from the Norse mythology. He also throws around words like death or rebirth, and although there is not much to read from death, but these dead remains are so uncanny. Now let me point out to another mind-boggling observation. We see that Vandero is beaten, but the last we know he fought the alpha zombie Zeus in a pretty one-sided scuffle. But from this scene, it seems like he was not beaten, and even if he was, it was on his forearm, not the upper arm. So the question here is the ending part of a different timeline? And if so, is that what Dieter meant by rebirth and a nod to Apocalypse or Ragnarok? As Vandero is a zombie now who is on the loose. Now we factor in the absence of Guzman's friend, who backed out the moment he heard about zombies in the heist plan. Smart guy. Now if there were actually a time loop and different timelines, he or any new member would definitely be a variable to the events. Well, that's all the few details that I observed related to the time loop theory. Did I miss anything? And also, if this time loop does exist, could it be a work of aliens? Whatever it may be, I don't want to bore you with my speculation. But I will say this, that Zack Snyder himself acknowledged this theory and said that while it is not 100% likely, but it is still probable. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching this video and see you soon.